This year's theme of National Science Day reflects the same approach. When it focuses on empowering Indian youth for the global leadership through science and innovation, it is in line with the objective of the National Education Policy to encourage students to develop scientific temper and an attitude of research and innovation. The new education policy has endeavored to change the nature of our education system by introduction of dynamic elements like fieldwork, practicals, and the research. This is the line with what Swami Vivekananda had said. The very essence of education is the concentration of mind, not of collecting facts. My young friends, I am also aware that education is a concurrent subject under Indian Constitution. It is the joint responsibility of the center and the state to ensure that our future generation gets the best of education, that no child is left without good education, and that the generations ahead are not only future ready, but also globally ready. It goes without saying that this onerous task of bringing up our young generation as a future ready and globally ready must be a joint effort, a national effort, and nothing less than that. Friends, reflecting on this shared responsibility, I am reminded of an important chapter from my own journey nearly 3 decades ago when I served as the Education Minister of the Uttar Pradesh. I was deeply concerned about the declining standards of education. Determined to uphold academic integrity, I took a bold step and introduced one of India's first anti-copying legislation in 1991. I have always believed that such malpractices are not just unethical, but a grave injustice to our children's future. Education must be built on the pillars of merit, honesty, and excellence, for it is only through a strong foundation that we can truly make our young generation future ready and globally competent. Friends, India has been a hub of innovation since a very long time, even when formal education had not penetrated deep into hinterlands. And we are aware of the famed Indian capacity for Jugaad, which is nothing but a creative improvisation for efficiency and better results. Even today, we know that most of our mechanics, electricians, plumbers, and other such specialists have little formal education, but they have the originality and creative thinking for learn and to learn fast, to provide services in the best possible way despite very limited resources. Friends, I am not saying Jugaad is always good. We need to improve quality and the sustainability. Friends, my point is that a young Indian mind is all too receptive to new ideas, new knowledge. He or she is ready to experiment and attempt. What is required to provide them with an atmosphere, a healthy ecosystem, so that the best in them comes out and they are ready to contribute meaningfully and in the nation's best interest. My young friends, our government under the illustrious leadership of the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi is fully committed to harness modern technology for the welfare of the people. Friends, the attempts and the results of our interventions in this regard are evident for all to see. You are all aware that JAM, Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, has revolutionized the transfer of entitlements to eligible categories by removing leakages and bringing about efficiency. With our concerted efforts, India is today is the leader of the digital procurement infrastructure and the UPI transactions. Friends, I would like to make my point with the recent data, of the UPI transaction. In the year 2024, 171 billion UPI transactions have been done only in India, with total value of transactions around 245 lakh crore rupees. There is no country in the world matching the level of UPI transactions being done in India. There are innumerable other inventions where technology society interface has yielded great results. However, I think this is just the beginning. Globally, new technological breakthroughs are on the horizon, and we have to take a lead in transformative technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, machine learning, clean tech, and many more. And for all, the government is committed to provide our students a scientific infrastructure that is internationally competitive. We need our younger generations to inculcate the scientific temper and excel in such frontier technology. I remember the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who once said, "Science is a beautiful gift to humanity. We should not distort it, but use it for betterment of society." Friends, a while ago, I talked about technological developments in the sectors like agriculture and Indian software industry. Now, I would also like to highlight some modern changes in the defense sector. Friends, the changing formats of warfare in recent years too have an increasingly higher technological component as compared to the past. Critical cutting edge and frontier technologies have been adding new dimension of lethality as well as unpredictability in the modern warfare. Unconventional ways of warfare are adding dangerous dimensions to the ways of the warfare in earlier days. Friends, war is increasingly moving from hardware-oriented to software. If we want to remain strong and secure in adverse situations, we need a youth trained in these technologies who can provide solutions to the critical technological changes. From this point of view also, education in modern science and technology is even more important for safety and security of the nation. Finally, before I conclude my address on the occasion of the National Science Day 2025, I appeal to our younger generation to adopt the scientific outlook and the critical thinking, to delve into the questions of how and why, try and go beyond the ordinary, for each of you has a spark of brilliance, a latent energy, and a capacity to move the world. It is only a question of recognizing it and committing yourselves to achieve it. I will end with a quote from Swami Vivekananda again, where he wrote, my motto is to learn whatever is great, whatever I may find it." Finally, I once again thank DRDO Aeronautical Society of India, Dr. Satish Reddy, Chairman, and the Hyderabad Central University for organizing this grand event. A special thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister of the Telangana, Sri Revant Reddy ji, for gracing this event. Thank you very much. My friends, Jai Hind. बोलिए एक बार सभी लोग जय हिंद, जय हिंद. Thank you very much.